Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber. Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House. Mr. President, you continue.
Thank you.
Oh my God, y'all, this is too much. I am watching this address to the Joint Congress. Let me tell you guys something. The Democrats, if you are a Democrat, you should be so embarrassed. They're acting like little bitty kids. Like they all got an attitude. They had to kick Al Green out because he running there shaking the stick. Nancy Pelosi slobbering on herself. Hakeem Jeffries sitting over there. And did you see Jasmine Crocker when Al Green got kicked out? She sit down like, I don't think I should do it right now. You should not. They all over there holding up signs, somehow false and Elon and all of this. They are so embarrassing. I wouldn't want to be a Democrat, but you know what this does? It lets me know that I'm on the right side because everything that man is saying is good for America. And now you see who does not want America to prosper. You see who does not care about America. Them Democrats sitting over there with an attitude. I'm sick of them. Oh my God, they're embarrassing. I couldn't be called a Democrat. No way.
All right, guys, so I want to thank each and every last one of you who tuned in for the live stream that I hosted last night watching President Trump's first joint address to Congress. Now, I got to tell you guys, in summary, the speech was amazing. It was one of President Trump's best speeches. I said going into this speech that President Trump needs to talk about the economy and what he's going to do for the economy. Also to educate the American people on the fact that the current state of the economy is because of Joe Biden. It is a continuation of Joe Biden. This is Joe Biden's economy, and that President Trump is trying to fix Joe Biden's economy, and he did just that. He also talked about the wins that he has had in his administration and his plans moving forward into the future. He roasted the Democrats.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
Okay, because the Democrats humiliated themselves last night. And that's mainly what we have to talk about in this video. Because Democrats had a really bad night. I mean, it was so bad that even MSNBC was roasting the Democrats for their pathetic little protest against President Trump.
Well, thank you, Simone.
Can we talk about it?
The bingo signs were killing me. I don't know who thought up the bingo signs, but they should be fired.
Michael, this is an indictment, in my opinion, on the Democratic leadership. I talked to a lot of members during they was texting. The staff were on my phones and they were calling. And I think the best way to describe it is the Democratic leadership said they didn't want disruptions and they wanted people to attend and bring a guest, and they wanted, little business as usual, and we're fighting back in other ways. There is a palpable disgust, as Claire said, from not just the members, but their constituents. And it's like a pot, as someone described it to me, that's boiling, and it's about to bubble over. If you do not allow the members a space to release valve, it's going to bubble over. And this was the visuals are not taking back the House in 2026.
Yeah, I think that is the thesis of this video. The Democrats are not taking back the House in 2026. When MSNBC is saying that your protests were bad, right, that your protests were pathetic, yeah, you know that you have a problem, okay? Starting with Al Green, who is the caveman Neanderthal congressman. I like to call him Homo erectus because that's exactly who he looks like. This man looks like he walked out of the Smithsonian down the street and into Congress. He looks like he belongs in a museum. He's a relic of ancient times. Somebody needs to let our scientists know that this guy is the missing link, right? He's what we've been looking for, right? He completes the evolutionary tree. This guy got kicked out of the room because he kept heckling the president, basically from the beginning of the speech.
Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the sergeant-at-arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber. Members are...
Yeah, so you see that, you heard that, okay? Absolute clown, okay? And this clown took his clown show outside of the chamber and started ranting about how he is still going to try to impeach President Trump for reasons that are extremely stupid. Take a look.
So many people. Is yelling during the speech the best way to get that across? It is the best way to get it across to a person who uses his incivility against our civility. He is a person who has consistently been used incivility against civility.
So do you think it have no mandate? Is that what you said?
Well, look, I'm willing to suffer whatever punishment is available to me. I didn't say to anyone, don't punish me. I've said I'll accept the punishment, but it's worth it to let people know that there are some of us who are going to stand up against this president's desire to cut Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security.
So were you saying you have protesting?
No, I have other things I'm protesting. And I'm also working on my articles of impeachment. This president is unfit. He should not hold the office. 34 felony convictions, 2 times impeached.
Sir, tell me one more time what you were shouting in the chamber.
That he has no mandate to cut Medicaid.
That's what you were saying over and
Yes.
over. Thank you, sir.
Yes. No mandate. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that, okay? That is an individual that is radicalized by talking points they heard on MSNBC because nowhere in the Republicans' budget do they call to cut Medicaid, okay? That is an extrapolation from the Democrat Party. That is a conspiracy theory for the Democrat Party. And yeah, you see the result, okay? These people are unhinged and out of control, right? They're also very hateful, okay? It seems as if they don't like America. And Democrats put that on full display last night as there were moments, okay, during this speech that were overtly non-political, okay? Moments where you should be able to put aside your partisanship and say, you know what? Let's celebrate this moment as President Trump honored the victims of heinous crimes done by illegal immigrants. Okay, he also honored young men who had just got accepted into the military. Okay, he also honored a 13-year-old cancer survivor. An extremely touching moment. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I was watching it live, I wanted to cry. Right, I really wanted to cry during this moment because it was such a good moment in which President Trump decided to make this young man, Mr. DJ Daniels, a Secret Service agent, okay? Because again, this is a 13-year-old that had brain cancer, had a bunch of surgeries, he survived, and he was being honored because he wants to be a police officer, he wants to be in law enforcement. Also, there's videos online of him being bullied because he wants to be a police officer by basically other black people, okay? Shameful stuff. But again, Democrats decided to turn this into a political moment because they refused to stand up and clap or to celebrate or to honor this young man at all because President Trump was honoring the young man. Take a look.
Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer, actually a number of times. The police love him, the police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
Democrats tonight were so pathetic, they couldn't even stand for Laken Riley's family, Jocelyn Nungary, his mother, a slain officer's wife, Stephanie Diller. They couldn't even stand for a beautiful 13-year-old cancer survivor who dreams of being a police officer and tonight became a Secret Service agent, DJ Daniel. He said, "This is my 5th time at a joint address from President Trump. And sadly, there is nothing this president could do or say that would make these Democrats stand and cheer. This has now become a party of rage and hate, a radicalized party reduced to a collective temper tantrum, sitting on their hands, doing nothing for the American people. But tonight, this is also a defeated party. No solutions, no coherent message, no plan for the future, simply reduced to political stunts and smears and outright lies."
Spoke. It started out with Al Green getting thrown off the House floor because he couldn't keep his emotions under control. Then they had the ridiculous paddles, which now social media is roasting.
That you said false on one side and
ridiculous.
Elon on
and
the
then
other.
finally, and maybe most terribly, the Democrats who couldn't find it in their heart to stand for objectively good things, including the 95-year-old mother of Mark Fogel and Mark, who got rescued from a Russian prison, and they couldn't even stand up for that. I thought Democrats came into this speech lost and defeated by Donald Trump, and today it looks to me like they're even more lost and even more defeated than when this speech.
Yeah, Shahani is 100% correct. The Democrats quite literally stand for nothing. They stand for nothing at all except Trump derangement and hate, okay? And not just the Democrats, but also their propagandists in the media, MSNBC, also stand for this as well, too, because apparently they're trying to blame President Trump for honoring all of these individuals as if that is a bad thing. Take a look.
But I think this was a lesson in finding one thing that you let yourself feel. And I let myself feel joy about DJ. And I hope he's alive for another, 95 years, right? And I hope he lives and the life he wants to live. He wants to be a cop. He knows what he wants to do. And maybe when you have childhood cancer, that crystallizes for you. And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump's supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide. And I hope he isn't one who has to testify against the people who carried out acts of seditious conspiracy and then live to see Donald Trump pardon those people.
For the record, and this is disgusting, the president made a spectacle out of praising a young man who thus far survived pediatric cancer, as if the president had something to do with that. This was in the midst of him praising DOJ. The DOJ cuts, among other things, have cut off funding for ongoing research into pediatric cancer.
Pretty awful, and I really did not like the way he used the tragic incidents and the families that were there, who of course appreciated, what they think is their president caring about what happened, to the 12-year-old and to others who were victims. And we all feel sad and bad for them, but he misused them. He misused them. And what he did was he focused on them instead of focusing on the real issues that we're dealing with now.
Yeah, so to top it all off, the instant reaction from viewers to the Democrats and their antics, like, for example, Al Green, didn't work out too well for the Democrat Party.
During the course of the event, which is wanting to get reaction on Congressman Al Green's antics and being ejected, 80% of speech watchers said that the Democratic congressman's interrupting of Trump's speech was inappropriate. Only 20% of speech watchers thought what Green did was appropriate, Aaron.
Yeah, so in summary, the Democrat Party is still in free fall, right? Just when you thought that they hit rock bottom, no, they did not hit rock bottom. They are going even lower, okay? They have nothing, absolutely nothing at all except Trump derangement. And I've talked about this time and time and time again. Trump derangement puts you in a very awkward position, okay? Democrats are essentially finding themselves on the wrong side of every 80-20 issue, okay? They can't even get up and honor individuals who should be honored, okay, regardless of your political beliefs or political affiliation. No, they can't do it because they hate Trump. And it looks bad, right? It looks really, 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 really bad. Again, evidenced by what you just saw there, some of the polling in regards to the reaction to Al Green and his protest against Trump. Again, it's embarrassing at this point. It's embarrassing. Even the speech afterwards, which the media is praising. Oh, the Democrat response is so great. It was amazing. It was not. It was absolutely terrible. There was not anything from her that made me believe that Democrats have any solutions whatsoever, okay, to the issues that we face, or that they are on board with President Trump when it comes to the issues that they should be on board with President Trump. No, there's absolutely nothing from the Democrats that they showed last night that can make the American people feel good about that party. And I'm serious. Like, they may have lost the midterms at this point. Okay. I'm so serious. I don't see how the Democrats can win the midterms if this is the direction that they're going to go in. Their party is pathetic. And I don't think this is rock bottom, to be honest with you guys. Okay. I'm scared to say this is rock bottom. You would think that, hey, this is rock bottom. It can't get worse than this, but who knows, right? These people are finding new ways every single day to hit rock bottom. And it's all because of Trump derangement, right? It's all because of Trump derangement. Trump derangement is the number one problem with the Democrat Party. And until they realize that, nothing is changing. They're going to continue to embarrass themselves. And that's what happened last night during this joint address to Congress. And at this point, it's looking bad, right? The Democrat Party, they are going out sad at this point. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.